she won't eat yet, and she's still trying to come to. I feel like she's mad at me. Look, everybody's worried about my girl. No, I know, baby, I know. Let's let her rest for a little bit, okay? Let's just let her rest for a bit. Okay. Let's let her rest. Be a good girl, Chrissy. So I realized something today. I realized that Christmas's car issue isn't just about the vet. I actually realized that Christmas's pause as soon as she realized she was going in the car was she may have thought that she was never coming back. She may have thought that she was going to be dropped off somewhere, and that her PTSD around whatever is going on was a trigger today to be put on a leash and walk to the car. Because typically if we go somewhere, we don't put a leash on her. We just call her and she jumps in, and sometimes even when we don't want her to jump in, she does. But today was this moment of freeze up, and I had to carry her to the truck. And I thought it was so strange, like, how could she know that she's going to the vet? And did she panic the whole way there? And I know that Lester said that she had to be carried in if she wouldn't walk. And all I kept thinking about was, wonder why, wonder what's going on. And as I'm processing everything with her in her little recovery time right now, I'm sitting here thinking that my poor baby probably thought that she was going to be dropped off somewhere. And that makes my heart hurt a lot. Because she's not. She is a part of our lives forever. And I know that she's a little standoffish right now. She's coming off of her anesthesia and her feeling probably pretty terrified about what happened today. And as much as Lester is an amazing animal dad and dog dad, Christmas is my dog. And I couldn't go with her this morning. And I should have tried to find a way to do it, because I didn't even think about how traumatic the actual car loading and that process was going to be. And whenever I went to pick her up, she was so excited to see me. She was still so doped up that she was just confused. And even now, like, she won't eat yet, and she's still trying to come to. I feel like she's mad at me. And I feel like she's probably had a very anxious day, because Stella didn't have that same thing. And even though Stella's surgery was first, her demeanor was completely different. And it's things like this where I realize, number one, how different all three of these rescues are. Buddy's not here for me to video and compare to, but even he has very different reactions, qualities, all those things. Stella today was probably more so panicked about all of the smells that were at the vet's office. That inside event for her and not being able to hear is really scary. For Christmas, the ride there was probably the very worst, because she didn't know what it was going to hold. And then to spend the day with a lot of noises and a cone and all those things, like, I think that the mental trauma for her was probably worse than all the other babes. And Billy Bob will go through it tomorrow, and I will drop him off, and I assume that I'll pick him up too. You're a little wonky too, yeah, baby. Look at your ears and all your gunk coming out. That's medicine too, don't worry. But I just empathize with her. There are many things in life that trigger me. from things that I've endured. And then when I sit here and I think about what they have gone through and what tiny little things bring back a memory of what they've had to go through to survive, and the thoughts that I know that Christmas was someone else's dog. I know she was because of her training and tactics around that. I know, baby, you're confused too. Your mom is crying. I'm going to try not to cry. And Stella, the things that she had to do to prove to everyone else that she was tough enough to make them run away so she could have food to eat. To know that Stella has gained 20 pounds since she's been with us, and almost all the hair on her body is back. There's a night and day difference in her. And Billy Bob, and his ability to be just okay with being near me and not on me. But for this girl right here, I feel guilty that I didn't catch her trigger today. I kissed her goodbye and I loved on her, but she rode in the backseat of the truck with Stella to the vet, and I didn't think two things about it because I had to work. Watching her unwind tonight, though, tells me that she had a pretty hard time. You can see she's just exhausted. And when Christmas is stressed, Christmas doesn't eat. And I know she's coming off anesthesia and everything, but Christmas's number one love in life is food. It reminds me so much of Sookie. So much. And to see her, I broke out a piece of cheese tonight. It's everyone's favorite snack, and these two had pills to be able to take tonight, and Billy Bob's got nighttime pills. Christmas put it in her lips and then dropped it on the floor and wouldn't eat it. And then everyone else ate dinner, and she didn't even sniff it. I know she's exhausted, but I carry a pretty heavy load knowing some of the why behind it as well. I never thought in a million years that I'd be sitting with my 3 rescue dogs. Buddy's not here. And then the 2 dogs that I raised from puppies would be laying out in the grass watching the rest of the animals. And then I would be so blessed to be able to experience these things with them, and that they would teach me so much. Because they do. Their ability to adapt to their circumstances, to trust strangers, and to know who to trust and not to trust. And seeing Christmas come back and want to just crawl in her bed, not someone else's bed, her bed. This has been her bed from day one. And that's all she could think about doing, was coming back to this bed tonight. I should have brought it with me. Should have picked her up and put it right in it, and I should have known. And if there ever has to be another surgery or vet visit, that's what we're gonna do. I love you, sweet girl. Oh, I love you so much. Yeah. If I could reach Stella. Baby, Mama loves you. I know you can't hear me. Her hearing's gonna be even worse with all the packing than the medicine that they have in her ears tonight. And my Billy Bob. Tomorrow's your day. Tomorrow is your day. This little mohawk. You got some gunk in there. We're going to have to clean you up before you go in to see everybody tomorrow. You got to be looking fancy, okay? All right. One more kissy for you. I love you. I love you so much. I hope you feel better, baby. Thanks for picking me to be your mom.